Center, where today we are excited to bring you your Central Michigan Chippewas against the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. We are excited to bring you here fresh off a spring break. Wazoo, how was your spring break personally?
It was good. I went home, Chicago, still It's all right.
It's yeah.
It was
it's
warm.
Okay.
Is what it was actually.
That's true. It was nice outside. It's one of the first days. It's like it feels like spring for the first time. It's awesome. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. You need to go outside and run instead of staying inside and running on a treadmill. It's just always better. Get that spring air in your lungs. But today we are excited to bring you. CMU is actually missing a few players from before. We are missing Zack, aka Raspberry, and one more who I believe. Wait, sorry, we're missing Raspberry.
Yeah.
Apologies, and Zack, who are both unfortunately going to be out. Apologies, I just get them mixed up a little bit. I don't really know why. They're very different people.
Yeah.
But we are excited to bring it here to you. We are going to see Vaneue back in the lineup, and Turtles was out last week. I mean, 2 weeks ago. Apologies with the spring break.
Yeah.
We are going to see Turtles and Vaneue in the lineup today, which is excited to see from them. Hopefully that Moira, the battle mage Moira, who can come in and make a big difference. Yeah. And Vaneue is going to be taking place of Zack as that mobile DPS. So we're going to see.
All right. So it doesn't look like our comp will be shaken up a bit too much, really, from our norm, thankfully. But perks are still live as they were 2 weeks ago. So.
Perks are an interesting topic. I got to play a little bit with them more over spring break.
Yeah.
There was a balance patch out today, so a bunch of things got changed in terms of it. Not too much.
I think it was mostly just the super good ones got a bit tuned back, like Bastion self-repair.
Yeah, it's not a huge amount of changes. It was just a small patch to really just correct people that are not overpowered, but can be a little bit overbearing at this point. Right. But we're going to see what kind of impact that has as we get into game number 1 against Miami, Ohio. What are you expecting to see out of them? They're coming off a long break. What do you think they worked on in that break?
Here's what they worked on. I think hopefully they tried out more of the perks, maybe kind of see what worked best on their main heroes, and even tried some off heroes. Maybe if the perks made them more enticing to play for us, that maybe we can swap our comps around if we want to. I think would be a decent strat to learn more people. Maybe playing some off roles even. If the perks seemed more interesting.
That would be interesting to see. We did see in warm-ups, we saw Freed playing Juno, which, if you've watched before, Freed is typically the tank he's been playing it all year. Last season even, he's been playing it for almost a full year.
Yeah.
He was warming up in support, which would be an interesting sort of change for him. I do not know who was playing tank. I did not get to go all the way around, though Chick was probably the tank, as I would imagine, as I know he has played that role before. But it's going to be interesting to see. They changed up the comp a little bit. We'll see, get some fresh things going, get some little objects to supply. Miami, Ohio is favored in this game, but that does not mean CMU will not put up an amazing fight and probably even win. You get the mix-ups, they look at game film, you get hit by something completely different. They lose the first game, then it snowballs, and then you are all set on your way to a win as we get into game number 1.
Ooh, Breaker, first map of Antarctic Peninsula. I think my personal favorite, I just like the boat.
I do like the big boat as well. It's pretty awesome. The fact that it got stuck in ice and really just encapsulates the entire thing is very cool. In terms of how it's built, though, you got that little center area with these flanks, as we're seeing big opportunity to flank there on both sides as you go into the engine room.
Yeah.
In terms of what we're going to see there, being able to dominate those flanks as the Tracer Genji sort of hit champions that are more mobile, it's going to be absolutely critical.
We didn't get the penguins spawn.
We did not get the penguins spawn. Unfortunately, strategically, it doesn't change a whole lot, but in terms of coolness factor, I personally enjoy it much more. In terms of what champions that are being played, Freed is rocking in Ramatra. He did get a change in the most recent balance patch. His shield is now 25% bigger, which could make sense why Turtles is playing Juno.
I think that's with the longer lasting perk, right?
Yes, with the longer lasting perk, so it makes it very good for him. Miami, Ohio does beat Orisa, which is, I believe, the matchup's sort of even between them. Orisa does counter him a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
In terms of what we see otherwise,
right
we are going to see
the Javelin against Ramatra is probably
very true. It's hard to really get around. SgtSkittlez can go on a all flame.
Yeah.
Just mentioned dominating the flank is so
He'll definitely
important.
be the biggest factor in taking out this Orisa, although Chick's walls may
we are going to see May here use that wall to try to set up. We're going to see her pop her ability there to sort of just say no. She's going to take damage, just not go down though. Freed is just going to have to just try to survive here as Ramatra probably going to drop. Oh, very good ice wall there by May. And that's a lot of damage onto Orisa.
Punch down those horses. That's the main kind of objective right now, but it looks like
Oh,
really
we are going to see a
digging into
trade there.
the Arisa here.
SgtSkittlez going to take out AH as Elise takes out Turtles there. Going to be trading supports. Vaneue does take out the big tank Orisa, and that will most going to end the fight as
Oh, and this Genji
Chick takes
dash
out
around the point
Nitrix.
here. With
So
supported
fast.
by one break.
Break here is just... Break does get one as Ellie gets
There
one.
we go.
Free takes out the trade. Very good first engage here out of CMU as they will take this point early.
I'd like to point out Freed's kind of usage of his shield there, putting it behind the Orisa so that the enemy supports can't shoot through it to heal, especially Juno. It's a good way to cut off the enemy support. Very good play by him.
He's
Using
got
his shield.
spotting there by CMU. Gonna identify that flank and really just cut it off before anything.
Nice wall there.
Very good wall there.
Does-
She does die for it, but it's
No,
very
he didn't
good.
get stunned out of Blizzard. I thought he might have.
We are gonna see double ults here as coalescence by Turtles is gonna go.
An overclock.
Fortunately, overclock gets two for them. Moira is quickly gonna go down as AHN pops a triple kill there as Booter kills. Make it a 4 quadra kill by the Miami, Ohio Redhawks in this early stage.
Unfortunate. I think Mayo was able to get out of that position.
We are going to see a front lining, looks like, oh, we are going to see the ult, that's why.
Yeah.
Trying to get a poke here.
Just hiding around the corner.
We are going to see Elise take out Turtles. Reed here to that back line. He's not going to let any standing play.
He knocked off the high ground by that javelin though, and he pops ult as well. Maybe
Ult
hoping
and
to get
trying to
Genji,
get
but
the
he's so
Genji.
low, can't afford to walk in anymore.
We are going to see the Tsune rush come out. Very good out of him as we see the brig all pop and diffuse him out. AbusiveChick takes out Killian. And we see Vaneue take out Booter there, the tank. Very good out of both teams, but CMU does come out on top, and they are going to recapture this point as CMU's going to heal up and get rid of that next fight.
Like Miami, only with the Dragon Blade here, and looks like almost up to another overkill.
Yeah, she got a lot of kills. Triple kill there by the Soldier. And we do see the switch here. Very good out of Free to identify that as Orisa doesn't have to with Zarya.
Yeah.
Because of her, she has a traditional rifle, and you just cannot beat that Zarya at all, especially with that invincibility. Though he's gonna pop in here, get a little bit of charge.
Yeah.
Here we go. Mel here is gonna be in the middle of
Dragon
everything.
Blade come out. The backline.
We're gonna see. Oh, he nearly gets it before AH takes out Chick. Uger's gonna take out Vaneue. AH with a double there before she pops her overclock to take out Freed.
Once again.
And not just Oxide is gonna take out Turtles here. Overall, it's a very even matchup so far, going tit for tat on
I think that
matchups.
Genji has the lifesteal Dragon Blade. That's why he was able to sustain himself a little more.
That's I would definitely agree with that. I think they probably picked up that perk.
Yeah.
In terms of what you're looking here, we're trying to set up a long, even row that coalesces to reach max effectiveness because of how it pierces everything. We're going to see here that they're going to push in. The coalescence going to be targeted on Freed. Oh, very great ball there by May to sort of break up the fight.
Oh,
As
but
you
it
see
gets-
Orbital Ray pop up.
As
We are going to see Big One AH is going to take out Freed. Killian's going to take out ESC. Elise is going to take out Vaneue. As AH gets a double there. And Killian is going to take out Skittles to secure this point there. We are most likely, if they can push here, they're going to try to go into an overtime.
Looks like Miami's pushing up. Even touching point.
CMU is going to try to use them, especially if they're going to try to use either a Reaper or Moira to just try to touch that point before it's overtime if they can.
Blizzard and the rally and
Every
Rest
ult
of
in the
ult.
entire world is coming out here.
oh, but it looks like someone did get the point though.
They did. Very good out of him.
Oh,
Turtles is going to take out. Turtles going to take out AH there. So it is going to be a 3v2, even though on point though it is a tank. There's a lot of damage done to
that tank goes
Skittles.
down. The Skittles. That's what I'm talking about. That,
Very good out of
that
that.
Reaper going up against Orisa. That Orisa doesn't win that.
So does not win that. He says too much damage at close range.
And now he's got Blossom for this last fight, and Freed actually has Rav here.
Yeah,
And
as soon as he
Miami
takes any damage.
Looks like they only have maybe Overclock. This maybe build Dragon Blade very
You see
quickly.
the pop out of her. We're gonna see Freed here.
Overclock.
There's Gravity.
Yeah,
Just gonna try to
grabs
get
her.
rid of AH. Very good nullifying that ult.
Yeah.
And we are gonna see Freed. They're gonna double there. That's gonna come down to the last moment here.
Worried about probably getting Javelin out of his ult.
Yeah,
but I
he's
just
gonna-
saw that Javelin come out.
Gonna
He's
wait.
good.
There it is. As he gets Killian there. Very good out of him.
For that Juno.
He's just gotta force her off point. Not gonna do much.
And looks like the Juno did pick the headshot perk. Is able to headshot skills right there.
Very good out of CMU in that round one, securing it in a true nail-biting fashion.
Yeah.
You are going to get right into round two here. Overall, what was something you saw there? Obviously, engagement's very even, but what else did you see beyond there?
I saw very good usage from both teams, I think. They seemed pretty even. I mean, it was 99-99 right at the end there, and it was very good that Emi was able to touch there and able to get that last fight out.
Yeah, that was great out of them. Usually it's interesting because Raspberry is usually the one with the Lucio. It's just dashing around and getting on that point. But obviously, I believe Vaneue is the one who touched it in that. He's fulfilling sort of that same role. I mean, Kiriko's not quite as mobile as Lucio is, as Lucio started the mobility.
Yeah.
But it's great that he was able to fulfill that same role and sort of step into a more important role. He has been on the bench for a little bit. He's here and he is really showing his impact. As we get into this round number 2, this is my personal favorite map on this. We are going to see the Ana come out, which is interesting. Free going back to that Ramatra, it's probably who he's most comfortable with. Comfort is so important when you're playing with tanks. AbusiveChick, huge amount of damage there, but he's just fine as he heal up with that ice ball. We do see his augments there in the bottom right.
He looks like he has the extra range. Oh, and that Genji goes down.
Skittles
flanking right there. That was a nice flank.
Outflanking again, she's a hard thing
And now
to
they're
do.
all focused on him. Running away. Oh,
Great
and a nice
wall
wall
there.
But the fortify doesn't allow her to get slowed, so she's just able to walk away.
And that may just sort of bunker down for a second. It's so potent. It's just she just basically says, no, you can't kill me for the next 3 seconds.
And that perk where it creates a frozen aura around her icy bolt.
Turtles and Skittles is both going to get killed there on AH and Killian. Very good out of them.
Ooh,
and they're going to pursue that Ana to get a melee.
Vaneue is pretty low, and the Genji looks like he's going to get her.
Oh, we are going to see Skittles get through there.
Oh, and
that Genji stands no chance against A.
Man, Ohio was able to capture for that first fight. Very long fight. Rip.
But Free he's going to switch into his counter pick in Zarya, which is on this map. Zarya is not quite as strong because it's more open.
Yeah.
And that Ray does not quite have the range you would want it to have.
Yeah. I'm worried also about the ice wall, which is kind of useful on a more open map like this, but I'm still maybe in like more areas like that.
Yeah, if they can fight up on this platform here, I think they're going to win a lot of their engagements.
Yeah.
We are going to see a big push. Nano boost there by. He's just going to stand there and just take it with his tree. He's going to have his death ray now.
I'm interested why he didn't ult there. Maybe he didn't see it as
I mean, it's fair enough. Here we go. We're going to see nearly with the death ray charge on Zarya. You can see that little percentage thing right underneath her.
Oh, and Orisa looks to have the charge spear as well.
We're going to see a big blizzard there as Killian's going to take out Chick. Unfortunately, not able to quite capitalize on it. As Vaneue's going to sort of just back off. He does have Kitsune Rush.
Yeah.
So that will make a big difference here. They are going to take point. We're going to go to another very even game here, as you would expect based on how close that first game was.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to see Skittles here. He's going to try to go with that flanking route again. They're going to wait for Freed. One of the things Zarya doesn't have is her ability to move right now.
I think, yeah, Javelin Spear is her main mobility. Cool.
We are going to see it. He does have Blizzard. Awesome here. There it is. He's
maybe
pop
get
it.
that Juno.
He's not quite going to get the Juno. He is going to get taken out by
Killian does get taken out anyway, but Skittles is
The battle ignites me.
Yeah, looks like
Fortunately, they're going to get a double kill there. Vaneue not able to really pop his ult, as we're going to see the orbital ray also charge Buddha there with a triple kill and that engagement.
I mean, quad
Very good out
count
of him.
Freed as well. Freed died to that ult there.
That's true. Freed was a little bit farther back, but definitely still in that same engagement, pointing that out. As we're going to see Turtles here, he's going to be taking
Just about at full level. A lot of ults.
Oh,
Also a lot of ults for Miami.
There's that Nano Blade. Abusive is going to get taken out. Nano Blade gets a double there as AH also gets a triple.
And that looks like that'll be mapped to Miami.
Very good performance.
Ace.
We are going to go to the Caves, which is that if you're playing the matchup that CMU's playing right now, I think Caves benefits you a lot.
Yeah,
Because of how effective that ice wall is.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more close range in the Caves, I think.
And Reaper, it's by far, I think it's his best map in this
Yeah.
entire thing, because there's great opportunities to flank. There's good flanking routes on that map.
Yeah, and you
There's
can
a lot of up
teleport
and down.
from low to high ground
Remember
easily.
me.
And he's got the teleporter perk where
As we take a look at the map here, we're gonna see these awesome flanking routes here. These little caves are so important for the flankers. Usually you're gonna see the tracers, Reapers, Genjis are gonna be the ones that sort of butt in, try to take advantage of this.
Yeah, definitely.
But overall, I could see a weird Mei thing happen. You see Mei, she fills a lot of roles
Yeah,
in the
definitely.
team, and her
May
damage
walls
output.
here are pretty devastating as well. It's her natural element. So much ice around. Yeah.
It's definitely true. It's your home environment. Well, playing on home turf is important to these champions. As we are gonna see, the Genji's gonna jump right in
There. Yeah.
and just try to get some damage. Force
Looking
the
to
healers
look
to
at
make an option.
really looking at Vaneue.
They are trying to get rid of that Orisa as fast as they can.
Yeah.
We are gonna see AH damage there every single one of his shots as usual, but from him, we are going to see.
Pickle drop here.
He's gonna drop into that bottom little
He's
section.
like the only one
There's the
that
charge
decided to
spear.
drop, though. Oh, but it'll only use the wall gimmick. Very nice.
It's a map knowledge. Very good map knowledge out of
very
it.
nice.
Freed's gonna go down. It does allow his opportunity both quickly to switch back to this area as Scooter gets a double there on Chick and Freed. We are going to see them sort of just back off. They don't know if they're tank. It's also early in the game, so there's a lot of opportunity to come back. Freed is gonna stick on the Ramatra,
Yeah.
which in this map, Ramatra is generally stronger. Maybe he's thinking I can overcome the matchup with just the map,
Yeah.
which is it's a train of thought.
I'm a little conflicted on their target priority right now as I'm looking at Omen.
Chick's gonna get AH. As we were mentioning, he has absolutely been on key today.
Oh.
Every single shot has been hit from him. Take him onto damage there. SgtSkittlez once again showing how devastating that Soul Join is right now.
Yeah.
As we are gonna see the ult, we're gonna see
This is a
Mei
Mei
is gonna use that.
drop onto the point there.
Coalescence comes out. Unfortunately, gets interrupted by that
And
spear.
he gets healed middle. Oh, he gets nanoed middle though.
Yeah, that's
to stay alive.
Freed
there.
here.
Freed is
Scooter's gonna get a double there. He's just trying to hold because that's.
It's kind of collapsed on the entire team. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Ram does not have a great opportunity to get out. Not like Winston, not like any of those guys, but you would not want to be playing them in this sort of map.
Yeah.
So actually, Winston's solid in this map. But
Yeah, he's okay.
as we're going to see, the team has appeared to be a little bit more separated.
Yeah.
In the first engagements, they get really close together, and then they separate out really quickly.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if they can make some mid-map adjustments to sort of nullify that.
Like I was saying, I'm kind of worried about their target fire. They seem to be really focused on taking that Zarya, but she has such incredible sustain that it's kind of just really hard to burst down Zarya. Oh, and there's a Dragon Blade right there.
There's the
killing
Dragon
Skittles
Blade.
and
Of course,
Vaneue.
gets a double there with Dragon Blade. We are going to see the Blizzard come out, though it made it too late once again. As Pooter's going to get a double. Elise
Yeah.
gets a triple kill there. As Nitrous Oxide gets the last one, and that would be a full team kill here. They will have one more opportunity to really get on point. There's going to be one more team fight left. I would agree with you. Target Prio, it's interesting. I think the Orisa is going to be.
I think it's just the Orisa's just the biggest thing on their screen. So
I
it looks
would- I
like the
would agree
biggest
with you on
threat. Like, I completely understand what they're looking at here.
100%
And Freed. Oh my goodness, he was anti for so long there.
Yeah, definitely. Ana, once again, one of the biggest heroes affecting. Oh no. As we're going to see Vaneue
In your
going to run
face.
down.
In your face, they did not pan out very well for Vaneue there.
And that unfortunately will end the game. We'll end game 2 here. Very
Yeah,
good
definitely,
overall
yeah.
as Miami Ohio is going to take that first game, but it was more even than the 2-1 really looked like.
Yeah.
In terms of that last game, if you want to break it down for us in the ice caves, what do you think changed from that first game?
I think there's a little bit of separation I saw from CMU there. I saw some people drop down while some people stayed up, and that allowed the Genji to kind of jump the back line as well, which is not really ideal. You kind of want to stick together, especially if you're playing with a Ramatra like that. You want to play very deathball-y. You want to stick near him and make sure you can support him as much as you can, especially if there's an Orisa running into that Ramatra and spearing him into walls so he can't even get that much effectiveness out. I think it's just mainly sticking together.
I would agree with you. I think we've mentioned this all year. I think the strategy on CMU has always been a little bit hybrid. It's like we haven't quite ever committed to the full like death ball strategy.
Yeah.
That's partially because we play the heroes that are really strong in the meta right now.
Yeah.
The Sojourns, the Lucios, the Anas.
Yeah.
And those champions don't really suit the death ball as well. Where I think the hybrid style fits CMU really well. But I think the other thing we've got to consider, we've got to make sure we look at is CMU's got a bunch of new players today. Well, not a bunch. They've got 3. And that's really going to change 2. Apologies. They've got 2 new players. And that really can change up how you want to play. Because every good player, as we see, everybody out here is really good.
Yeah.
But every good player has a different skill set. And I think trying to find that skill set is really going to change how a team plays. And I think, you know what, you needed a game where we had a really good start. And so we showed what it can become, and then we had a little bit of fall off. I think if we can reach that, we can come back up. I think there's a good chance we can come back and win this game.
Yeah, so we'll be, speaking of hybrid, that'll be our next game mode. In terms of map choice, we don't really want to see an Orisa, probably maybe Numbani would be a decent one.
Numbani is very good, as we've mentioned in the past. Orisa struggles on Numbani because
Yeah.
it's very up and down,
Mm-hmm.
and Orisa struggles to really contend with that high ground.
Yeah.
Where Freed in the past has played Hazard, he has played a bunch of champions that can climb really well,
Mm-hmm.
and as well as tanks climb. I mean, tanks aren't really known to be climbing up walls,
Yeah.
but as well as mobile as tanks can get,
Mhm.
Freed plays almost all of them.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see if we get that. I think Eichenwald could be a pick here. Overall, I think Eichenwald is. It doesn't really play to CMU's strengths a whole lot, but
I think if they can manage to break through the first point on Eichenwald, I think then maybe the more streets phase will do them a little better, because maybe they can take control of the castle. Who knows?
I was gonna say the castle it's the focal point once you break through.
Mm-hmm.
The castle is really where you win and lose games.
Yeah.
Because as we saw it a couple weeks ago, they were able to push through. They dominated in the castle. They got almost all the way across, and then there was a pause.
Yeah.
And we saw actually one of the longest overtimes you've ever seen.
Yeah.
In the last one where we had what was it? Almost 5 minutes of overtime, which
it was
was
really long.
which is insane in terms of just how long it is. That's like we've never seen it. The players, we were talking to them after the game, they'd never seen it. So we're gonna see if we get an equally insane matchup here in this game number 2. We do see Eichenwald come out. It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see when we get post commentary about whether or not they wanted Eichenwald at all, because Eichenwald is a map that CM has struggled on in the past.
Yeah.
And so we're going to see if they picked that or if they got counterpicked into it. We didn't ask who was the home and away team, and unfortunately we are not privy to that information. So it would be interesting to see what we talk to them later. In terms of champion selection, who would you think would be picked on this map? Eichenwald is
I mean,
very
Ramacha's not a durable pick, but I think Arya is good. For this map, especially this first point, definitely good. Looks like they're
I am
picking
always
dive.
ready to learn.
They want to go Hazard, Juno, Echo here, so
Why do you
I'm
think we
kind of
keep
down.
fighting?
I'll see.
I was gonna say.
That's good against an Orisa, definitely.
Yeah, Orisa's an interesting champion. She's a tank that doesn't do a whole lot of damage. We are going to see a pause here, just a little bit of a break. Unfortunately, we're just going to take.
I think one of the spectators was spectating us there too.
Oh, so we're just going to see a little bit of a pause here. They're going to flip. In terms of Orisa, just talking about her as a champion, she's very hard to kill, as we saw. She has that fortify, which just makes her a wall, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But she lacks mobility and she can't really chase you down. So you don't see that. You see it on other champions, like Hazard, for example. You can't really turn your back to Hazard because he will chase you down. He can jump at you. He's very difficult to sort of get away from. But things like you can run from an Orisa because she's not the fastest champion in the entire world. She has no movement.
Open, everyone.
So being able to really utilize her immobility is going to be very important. We are going to see a restart. Yeah. We do our best to have tech work here all the time at CMU, but sometimes it doesn't happen.
I think that was just a lobby setup issue, I believe.
Oh, well, you know
Come
what?
on, Vaneue, I saw you taking that blame in there.
Well,
So now I'm gonna call you out.
okay. Here we go. Back into game number 1 on Eichenwald. The timer's going to reset, but we could probably think of the same strategy. The Orisa, Freed, once again, we're playing Hazard. Overall, in terms of what we're going to see, I think if they can push through this first one, we are going to see a very cool booster right there. I enjoy Eichenwald because it's all like the scenery. The scenery around it's very cool. It's much like Blizzard World where there's so much to look at, and they do such a good job of map design.
Storytelling.
Yeah, the storytelling, the environment, it's all so good, and it's a good map. It's one of my favorite. I like the hybrid maps. I may not like hybrid as a game mode, but I like hybrid maps. So
All of us.
we are going to see CMU is going to be attacking first, which in terms of attacking and defending, what do you notice a pattern? I notice usually people are attacking first, usually don't do as well, but you can see something. What do you usually see when?
We will make it happen.
We're in this
I
together.
don't know if that's like that's a tough one. It depends on the teams, but it's also just like depends on the map as well. Okay.
The spear immediately was charged up and thrown directly into SgtSkittlez' face.
Very nice spear there.
As Freed says, "Ow" in the chat, as I think anyone would upon being hit in the face with a spear.
Yeah.
As we're going to see Freed, he's going to take that high ground early. I think that's the idea with playing Hazard, as he's just so mobile compared to other tanks. Yeah, SgtSkittlez take up a whole bunch of damage.
Yeah, he's there in the back. He's not dying, but the enemy Genji is dying.
Very good out of Chick there to remove the Genji, who was such a big threat in the first round.
Yeah, he looks like he's playing just the anti-Genji character today. He's playing Mei, now he's playing Echo. And then he gets hit with an anti.
He's going to get hit with an anti, unfortunately. Freed here. I think Freed, if he can get to that back line, that they all cannot do great.
Yeah, that's
very good wall out of him. That Juno is just going to get stunned.
Both
Junos are
gone, actually.
Oh,
Dang.
there he goes. AH is going to get a double there on both of them.
Oh,
Freed sleeping.
Freed, yeah.
At least going to come back and kill Vaneue. Unfortunately, with Genji, you can kill him, but he's so fast that he can get back to point very quickly.
Yeah.
But there is 2-minute 45. That is no means that.
Yeah.
It was a very even first engagement. The defenders definitely have a...
I think taking out nitrous oxide, the Ana on the enemy team, is probably the best course of action first, as they are hard CCing with sleep, and anti-nade is also very disruptive. The fact that Ana takes a long time to walk back to the fight. That should probably be your main. That's true. Target priority, that's what I've been talking about, get that out.
Definitely, and I think personally, if they can get rid of the Ana, the team cohesion is just going to fall apart. I do see Sune Rush is going to come out of here from Vaneue, as Freed's just going to run in and try to do some damage.
Yeah.
He's going to be healed up by both the support disabled from running in.
Oh, and he uses ult here.
Good ult there. Nexus is going to get taken out by...
Oh,
Nexus
Orbital
gonna
Ray
take out
comes down
SgtSkittlez.
for the last CMU.
Turtle's is going to get a kill from Killian due to that. Freed is still alive and at near full health here.
Yeah.
Though he is going to have a Genji and an anti, as you mentioned. At CC, which is crowd control, putting conditions on the characters so they don't heal as well, they don't do as much damage.
Yeah.
It's hard to push through when you have to be as close as Freed is. If you're playing ranged tanks, it's easier to miss the
or if you have a shield, yeah.
That's true. Or if you have a shield where you can just say no and it hits the shield.
Yeah.
It's just so hard. The one thing with Sleep Dart is it has a long cooldown. So if she misses, it's a good shield. Oh, the ult.
Oh,
Great
3 ult
shield
from
ult there.
Miami. Okay.
It's a good shield there. Not quite enough to survive though, as Scooter is going to push SgtSkittlez back.
Both DPS ult and Orisa ult there, but now Miami has both support ults as well, which will probably win them this last push. We have no support ults, all we have is Skittles overclock, which is possible to do some work.
If Free does get 2 kills, oh never mind. I was gonna say if Free got 2 kills at his percentage, he would have had ult, but now it's
The Reinhardt Orisa matchup is
It's a
not
rough
one I'd
matchup.
say he's favored in.
but it is Free. I believe it's the most confident character, which is something to be said. You're gonna see the cleanse here out of Vaneue. That's the one thing that we haven't seen as well. Vaneue can cleanse the anti-heal on Freed. Actually, you're gonna see a triple kill there. Elise and Potus is gonna take out 2. That's gonna be forced back, and that will, not to say end it, they probably will have one more big push here. 18 seconds. They can touch point. They do have.
Oh my god.
Free is running in, as you can see that Primo ability on.
He's
Elise he's gonna unfortunately leave his back line. He's killing, gets a double kill with Juno. Pretty impressive with the Juno. Ana, AHN gets free. Nitrous Oxide gets SgtSkittlez.
and not a tick mute on that point.
It's unfortunate, but I think overall, I think they're just trying to feel it out. I think there is gonna still be one more match, regardless of what's happening.
Yeah.
So if you could feel each other, if you can feel it out, you have a decent chance of coming back. We are going to see CMU here on the defense first, on the defense now. In terms of defensive strategy on Eichenwald, we've seen CMU just throw a whole bunch of stuff from the wall for the last couple. We saw them play Hazard and just try to utilize the houses. That worked somewhat well when we were playing. I believe it was Buffalo, who they did that against. Okay. And then I think they tried Rhine. We just tried to hold this very first house on the left. And then we have seen them play one other person that Mauga. That's who he was. He played him last week.
Skills with the Torb, let's go.
Yep. Mauga, and just going to keep the Torb. Torbjorn, we were looking at the patch notes before we started commentating this game, Torbjorn received maybe the funniest change in all of Overwatch.
Yeah.
His turrets now do 1 less damage. Yes, every 100 shots you will receive 1 less damage. It is.
Hey, that's scaled. That stacks up over a little bit.
it's a. I think the dev team was like, you know what, we're enjoying Torb actually being okay for once.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put a change out just to satisfy people that don't like Torb.
I wonder where he's gonna.
That's true. I would think on the top.
Typically is to put it there in the corner. Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the corner right there.
It's
That
a
would
long
make sense.
sideline. A lot of value out of it. Oh, looking like it's gonna go over the house, maybe.
He's struggling. He's
trying.
usually ball would go over that house, yeah, but he's not quite able to do it. Oh wait, maybe he's trying. He's not going to quite be able to. Oh, there's the big CC we were talking about. Vaneue. Nitrous oxide getting taken out by Vaneue. Outsniped, unfortunately. SgtSkittlez here is going to tell there's the ball. He's going to come in straight down on top of him. He's going to damage the Turtles and. Scooter gets freed, at least gets Skittles, and AHN unfortunately takes out AbusiveChick with a melee, which is a common combo used by Genjis, as Redhawks will take this first game. All they had to do was get that first little first little third, and they're all set. We are going to see the play of the game here by Nitrous Oxide. Not terribly shocking. The Ana has been so critical here. We're going to see a big shot of heal. Very good out of him. Killian is going to get a double there. AHN and Nitrous Oxide just absolutely pinches Skittles in the back
That looks
of the
like
head.
when I used to play on. Let me tell you about it.
SgtSkittlez, very good out of him. We haven't seen the Moira come out as be effective. We haven't seen the Moira at all, actually. Other than that first game. We saw it first game. We haven't seen it since. In terms of the last game, which is Flashpoint, in terms of the next game, which is Flashpoint, what do you think we're going to see in terms of both teams?
Is it Flashpoint? Oh, it is Flashpoint.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
third
I was thinking Clash. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness it's not Clash.
Yeah, I know. I played a lot of Clash over break.
Oh boy.
I've had a change of heart, actually. I enjoy Clash.
Uh.
I quite enjoy it. I enjoy the momentum game. It reminds me of soccer, which is a game I play, which is what I play 4 times a week. It's like the momentum, it's the ideas, it's everything. It's great. I enjoy it.
Oh, so you like fighting over the same 2 points for a solid.
Oh, exactly. I enjoy it.
I
like the monotony.
That's great. I'm glad for you.
Well, you know, I know it's not a popular viewpoint, but I enjoy it. It's, yeah.
I mean, if someone likes it, there's a reason it's there. So.
Yeah, somebody's got to enjoy Clash. I'm that one
somebody.
person.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm one of 5 in the entire community that enjoys it. In terms of this Flashpoint, I saw New Junk City get picked up.
Ooh.
Which is,
okay.
I know you have some. You've talked about New Junk City. It's become sort of a thing we talk about every single time Flashpoint comes up. About where's New Junk City?
Yeah, where is
Why
it?
hasn't been picked?
Where is it?
Oh, here we go. You know, one of the last games of the year.
Yeah.
Finally, New Junk City is here. We're going to see the Ramatra come out. Junker Queen comes out, maybe on our home turf.
I would love to see a Junker Queen.
Should it get changed a
No
little bit?
love in this league apparently.
Well, Junker Queen isn't terribly strong right now. She lacks her ability to really be a tank. Hopefully when 6v6 comes out, which I'm hoping it will come out to be the larger audience. I haven't been following it a whole bunch, if it ever does, but if it ever becomes 6v6, Junker Queen will be back in the equation. I personally think she's going to be really strong for that first little bit. She'll have one of the people that have a shield sort of take that full tank.
Yeah, definitely.
That's for a much future talk about how that works.
I think eventually there will be a comp playlist for 66 in the coming. You know, we're waiting on stuff right now, Coliseum game mode and hero bands. Stuff. 2 new heroes that we know of being the crossbow bounty hunter lady and the kind of waterbender guy.
Yeah, I saw him. I like that. I like that design. Personally, I'm a big Avatar fan, so I think I'm gonna enjoy it. We do see CMU is going to be rocking with the same strategy. Turtles here is going to be playing Moira though. Oh yeah. On a classic Deathball map with
I remember this.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's
a nice
that big
pin there.
He's going to take out Killian. If he can get a pin there's not anything that any of them can do. He gets
And
kills.
Turtles gets the Genji too, but Skittles goes down to
Freed.
charging everywhere.
He's coming in. He's not going to be. I mean,
that
Malga, there's
Malga
be charges upon charges here. Just stampede.
Don't you love that Malga? Both Malgas, but
Oh,
love
yeah.
to see that.
I enjoy it personally. We like to see just the pure anger. As we see, Freed here is going to get a double in this opening engagement.
So it looks like the Miami Ohio's on all sides of it.
Yeah, he just got surrounded, got down. That's the disadvantage of New Junk City, as we're going to see Skittles here. He's going to have to retreat, but he's going to get chased down. He's going to get this health pack.
And it looks like the rest of CMU is fighting on the point though.
Chick's going to get that kill. We're going to see. He's going to have to come around. He's going to hide
It's a
in
little
this
bit of a mess right
engagement.
now. People are kind of just staggering in and
This
out.
is why we picked New Junk City for the pure chaos that
Oh
it
my
is.
god.
So we are going to see
That's
that.
kind of crazy that
Malga
Malga stopped that charge.
Oh yes, that would have been. That would have changed.
Oh, there
the
it is.
Oh,
Oh,
here we go.
he didn't.
Oh, Malga gets
and the solo
ulted.
shatter.
Great at a killing. It's not quite solo. He does get killing in that range. At least he's going to take
Oh
out
wait, he did.
Skittles.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It was a great little view. As we do see the
Nano
nano.
Although Free doesn't go down, that Moira heal is just butt.
See that Moira heal.
Oh, both tanks go
HN
down.
takes out Turtles and Freed, which is
Yeah.
great though. Honestly, out of
AHN
them.
has been showing
We're in
that stuff.
overtime. I didn't even look at the score. It felt like they were on there forever. We
Yeah.
were in overtime in that case. If CMU can capture this point, they are going to take this first point. Then we have the movement phase, which is fun. AbusiveChick does have Blizzard, which I usually discount how effective DPS ults are. But in this objective, where it's just circles, it's like the perfect place for an Ana ult.
Good wall there.
Great wall out of him.
Oh, wow. The ace.
Shit. We are gonna see Cat.
That Genji's out of there.
Yeah,
Is that
definitely.
Malga?
Alga is
Yeah,
dead.
yeah.
Great, they're out of Free to get that kill. Sune Rush is active. Everybody's speed and damage is higher. So it's just faster. It's not really
I
higher.
don't think it is. Oh, well, I guess DPS is increased.
That's true.
Sure do that. You know what?
We are back in overtime. If they can hold this point for just one more second, they are going to gather this 3.1. And
Nice.
they do. Great
Nice.
point out of CMU. Miami Ohio does switch into a Juno for the second point.
Now
Second
comes
point
the
has a higher ceiling.
admittedly less good part, because every other point besides the first one.
That's true. Now we have the reason why it's not picked very often. Yeah, the other arenas that are. Oh, we are going to see
there's a cave match
the
starting
anti.
here. Oh, the anti on there.
The anti, and he walled off the Iriko, which is only ability to get un-anti-healed with that cleanse from whatever her. I like to call it a Sensu bean, but it's
Yeah,
not a Sensu bean.
Suzu.
Suzu, yeah.
I'll call it a Sensu Bell.
Sensu bean, yeah. Straight from Dragon Ball. I don't know. It's pretty solid overall. We're going to see here another engage. Freed. He's nearly got that shattered charge, and Shatter is really good on this point because of how just like straight everything is.
I mean, Shatter's just pretty good as Malga does not have a shield, so he can't block that.
That's true. He struggles to deal.
Oh, that-
their
oh,
Dragon
Nano
Blade is
Blade.
out. Nano 2 is going to
Like,
absolutely
Vaneue.
shred Vaneue.
Oh, and
he's
apparently free to end
triple,
skill.
triple
Oh,
quadra
turtle.
kill with Dragon Blade coming out. That Siphon is definitely what he has as Genji is going to get a quadra kill there. But we do have some skill and Turtle kills their ult ready to completely snap back at him. And the Ohio's still got quite some distance before they are going to have their ults back.
Yeah,
I did not see where Soldier had popped her ult, but apparently she just used it.
Yeah, and
It makes sense. It's the same argument with. Yeah, I think it hit like one. Oh, we are going to see the sleep dart there.
yeah. Oh wow.
Great there out of CMICHEsports. I think
See
out
that
on
Orisa
Bonzo.
just fly into the air like
Absolutely blown up by the shotgun
Yeah.
of Reaper. He's going to get Vaneue.
Oh
They're
man,
two
the
targets
chick
in
coming out of
back
that ice block just immediately gets hit by a rail.
He's just doing chasing down with his large hammer. Good kill there out of AH. He's going to get hit in the side. He's just
Getting kind of jumped by supports though.
Yeah, the supports are just like little flies
Oh,
he can't quite deal with. He does get taken out by Natris. No, CMU does still have a good objective. I'm not sure they're going to be able to get back for the second point.
Think they'll be able to catch this one?
I don't think so.
I think they're running to the other side of the map.
Yeah, they're going to just try to secure this next point.
And might be the chemical plant.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's my least favorite point just because like there's
Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 entrances to this one.
I don't like either of the ones on the left.
Blue and this green one. Dodds and
Yeah, I can understand. There's a reason why New Judges City is almost never picked over, I forget what's the other one. Cervasa, yeah. There's a reason, and if every wall we just stick Nano and a family, it's just gonna shred Alfonso, and he's gonna get a triple with that Nano, just absolutely swinging that hammer at
yeah,
max
Miami's
speed.
orbital ray doing absolutely nothing to save him there.
They threw it in to, like, sort of, we're gonna heal as we're moving through, and then he got nanoed and just said, you guys are not getting over to that orbital ray. We are going to see them just sort of hold this point is interesting, because there's a bunch of entrances.
And then there's that nice pit.
Yeah, there's that nice pit that you fall into if you forget which one you're on.
Yeah.
I do that a lot whenever I'm playing Orisa or Ramatra. I feel a little too lost in the sauce. Oh, we are
Nice wall though. Very nice wall and a pin there.
Are we gonna see that Genji Nano Blade come out?
Blade, but it looks like a shaft.
Just gonna try to get rid of
it?
him.
He does
die for it, and Freed here is gonna have a. He's gonna go after. Well, there on both Freed and Turtles. It seems like every single time that Freed dies, it's directly right before it. It seems like the Moira dies. It's Moira dies, and you know Freed is dead. Like not in a second, which is.
He's out of the point.
He's just chilling out. Alfonso's gonna get Skittles.
Wow, random snipe with the speed there.
Yeah, you get that sort of thing.
Like this is the main part of you gotta use a door.
Oh, we are gonna see the big ult here out of them. It's gonna do a lot of damage, but not get any kills.
Yeah.
We do see the Coalescence come out, gonna keep that Juno healthy as they are gonna try to reclaim points. Right out of him, we are gonna see that. Yeah, we do see that. Next it's gonna get Vaneue.
Oh no, not a
They're absolutely hitting that Orisa into the corner with her.
I mean, that's good. I mean, make her panic. That's the best way to
deal with any character that
isn't launched them.
Unfortunately, taking out my Killian Turtles here is gonna avenge his fallen tank.
Oh no, not the Nano.
Oh, the Nano. And she has the perk where when she has the perk that when she nanos someone, she also gets nanoed.
Yeah.
So it's just your nano action. It's built for that scenario where you're 2v2 on point. And Elise is going to take it out. CMU is not going to gather the second point. They do try to.
Oh, what? The Blossom?
Oh, the Blossom got popped. So they're not going to have it for that first engage. He does get completely nullified because he died.
He died pretty quick, yeah.
We are going to see this point.
I'm going to be honest, Blossom has got to be one of those min-max ults I've ever seen in this game.
That's true.
It's either a pure tickle fight or it's a team wipe.
Oh yeah, you jumped into it and the team didn't know where you were.
Yeah.
It's a 4K at least, which is 4 kills without 4K. We are going to see the McCree or Cassidy come out, depending on what you feel like calling him on this day. Oh no! We already see the ball jump in and Oxide AH is going to take out Chick.
Yeah, this point's another. I like the design. I kind of like playing on it.
Yeah, it's an issue though for Freed as well, running that Reinhardt, as you need to be mobile up and down, and Reinhardt's a lot of things, but mobile up and down is not one of them.
Vertical movement is not his.
Yeah, he definitely does not
want to
climb.
kind of just hanging around.
He's chilling out. I mean, you got to as ball. It's like a mind. Playing ball is more than just being good as a champion. It's a mindset.
Quick kill onto the tracer there.
Great shot there by AbusiveChick. It's absolutely on point today from him. We're going to see Freed here is going to pick a point in. He's flying. He tried to pin her as he dropped it to go.
Oh, and a nice shatter. Actually, that was really good.
Nano hits him. Very good out of Chick. And that may shift the entire thing to the plate as the
nice spin there.
And they have just got
the pulse bomb.
Unfortunately, that's going to deal with Freed, but one thing with running Ryan is he does enough damage that typically your tank is going to get on point here. You're going to see Nano. Soon I rush. Oh, just out of Vaneue come up. Oh, that's what his ult is. And we are going to see a little lag there. We're fine though. He's going to go down. He's going to get Turtles. Unfortunately, Elise is going to take out Chick. Alfonso is going to take out SgtSkittlez.
overall, it was a good effort by CMU. They went 3-1. It showed, and they did really well on all the points. It shows the development, because earlier in the year when they got 3-0'd, it was like, yeah, that was a complete outplay, 3-0. But if a few more shots hit and a few more ults are used more wisely, if that Blossom instead goes into that point, we are going to see a beast go within. Quadra with the Nano Blade 2 with one swipe, and he's going to get Quadra there. They could win that game. Like, earlier in the year, we were just talking, like, earlier in the year, there wasn't much they could do. Like, there wasn't a situation, we could have played 1,000 times, there wasn't a situation where they would have won that game.
Yeah.
But in that game, I could see CMU wins that. It's probably not quite 60-40, but they could win that. I could see that if they hit a few more shots, they use the ult a little more wisely, target prowls a little better. I could see them winning that game. And Miami, Ohio, one of the best programs in what is equivalent to the MAC, but it's one of the best programs, one of the oldest programs. They're good at every single sport and every single esport. And you know what? It's an old program. They're very good. Out of them, anything you want to comment on overall?
Yeah, I think it was mostly, I don't know. Everybody from Miami, Ohio looked like they were kind of just playing all out. The supports were really good. That Ana was kind of going really nuts, honestly, especially on New Junk there. And just the AHN was kind of doing it as Sojourn pretty well on a lot of the maps as well.
I was looking at his rank. He checks out. I'm about to say, his rank really, I'm usually like not totally sure about the ranks because it's like, it's not an apt measurement for a lot of characters.
Yeah.
He checks out as a Grandmaster. He fits the mold. I'm always not totally sure, and then I go in and it's vindicated. Yeah. And he was vindicated by that. So great out of him overall. In terms of, we're going to talk to one of the players. I'm going to get one of the guys who was new coming in. Overall, you want to say anything before we cut to the interview?
I mean, it's just a kind of a new battlefield now for Overwatch. We got perks and everything. It's just like everything's still a little bit different. So we'll just, and of course we down 2 people.
Yeah, we're gonna see that. They're gonna go back to
bit of a shift.
I say big shifts in Overwatch, big shifts in how it's done. Yeah. We will get their thoughts on that in just a minute, where we're gonna bring in one of the players and they're gonna talk about their performance. We will be right back. Stay with us. Carter, we're good whenever. And welcome back to the Student Activity Center. I am here with the player AJ. He subbed in today on behalf of Zack. Tell me, AJ, you've been the supporting cast for the program. I consult you before every game, and you always know way more than I do about every single opponent we play. What's it like going from that sort of analysis role into actually playing?
It's a pretty interesting role because I'm very used to at this point just kind of telling the team, hey, here's what to expect, here's what kind of coming up with a game plan, and now when I actually get to play, I'm there because normally I can't tell them during the game hey, let's plan for this mid game, but when I'm actually there in the game, I can be like, let's try this, they're doing this, how are we gonna attack that, how are we gonna. I think that it's a very fun position to be in because I don't want to necessarily call myself a shot caller, but I think more of a strategist of just taking the lead of just kind of helping the team.
Yeah, you've served as that facilitator. Every team needs a great cast of just supporting people that expected, and you've done a great job for them, as we've seen with their improvement throughout the entire year. In terms of them, we've seen them, they've gotten so much better. Miami, Ohio, obviously a powerhouse of a program. In terms of that, what have you seen? Because we've mentioned a few things about how they've gotten better from the analysis perspective, and now playing with them, how have you seen them improve?
I think the team is just improving on everything. It's just very, we're working on so many things, and we just continue to put the work in, and I think, we're getting better every single day, every practice. Certain things that we keep improving on is just our excellent communication and our way we kind of just understand each other and how we're playing, and how each other acts, and just how to kind of just attack the game and just getting better at understanding each other.
Yeah, definitely, you guys have gotten so much better. Now turning to you as a player, we were watching you. We had some few POV shots of your Mei, and it's just so your Mei is just so clean. I don't think I saw you miss a single icicle that entire game when we were in your POV. How do you train as somebody who is? I play Overwatch 2. I'm nothing like you guys. I would take me 100 years of training to be as good as you. How does somebody who is that good at Mei, how do you train to get even better?
I mean, I kind of started playing Mei, not super long ago, probably at the beginning of this fall semester, actually. I picked up Mei just because Brawl is just a very good comp, especially for our team. We're a very good Brawl comp. Mm-hmm. But honestly, it's just a lot of time playing Mei. I did a lot of solo queue playing Mei because especially when we ran a lot of Brawl, I've never really played Echo as much, so I just played as much Mei as I could, and every practice, outside of practice, I was just practicing and just getting slowly better. I mean, I'm still working on some of the blizzards, but I'm hoping I can continue to just get better, and I think it'll just get better with me.
Well, you were great today. Thank you very much for taking the interview. We will see you back on Thursday for your CMU. They will be playing another very solid opponent here in the MAC Conference. We will be back with you on Thursday. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe so you get notified when we go back live on Thursday. Thank you very much, and we will see you on Thursday.